Hi everyone, Miss Longley here, and we are continuing on with our 6 threats to biodiversity. We're going to be looking at the letter C, which stands for climate change. So go ahead and pull out your HIPPCO threats worksheet and find the letter C. All right, climate change. Climate change is referring to an increase in average global temperatures due to human activity. And 2 big contributors are these greenhouse gases, which trap excess heat in our atmosphere from the sun, and that is what's causing our temperatures to continuously rise. So this includes carbon dioxide and methane. Those are the 2 leading causes to climate change. I thought this picture was kind of telling about looking at every place has its own climate risk, and let's try to figure out what is it where we live in particularly. So here you can see the United States. For most of us, climate change can feel like an amorphous threat with the greatest dangers like lingering ominously in the future, and the solutions are kind of frustratingly out of reach. So by focusing on today's real harms, it can help us figure out how to start dealing with climate change. So here's one way that we can do that, by looking at the most significant climate threat that's unfolding in our own backyard. So here you can see Alaska's biggest threat is the sea level rise. You can also see that's happening here in Florida and parts of the East Coast here in purple. I think the biggest one that is really large that we don't talk about a lot is water stress. As our populations have increased over the years, that requires us to have more water, and there might not be that much water available in these certain areas. You can also see extreme heat here in the Midwest area, extreme rainfall. We also got the threat of hurricanes over much of the Gulf Coast, as well as the eastern coast. And then the biggest one here out in California and also in Arizona is wildfires. So let's take a look at what's happening here in Hennepin County. So Hennepin County's greatest climate threat is water stress risk. That is our greatest threat right now. Again, it's in the medium, which means that it's not an intense threat just yet, but it will be relatively soon. So just keep that in mind, that even though climate change may seem that it's affecting other areas far from here, it is actually happening in our backyard.